Every month, our company generates dozens of high-paying clients only from my LinkedIn profile. And these are going to be my 6 tips in order to optimize your LinkedIn profile for your business. Number 1 is going to be your profile and cover photo. This one seems simple, but I'm amazed at how many people I still see have a blurry profile photo and almost no cover photo at all. You have to understand that when someone lands on your LinkedIn page, if you do some of the stuff that we're talking about later, that's going to happen more, then the first thing they're going to look at is what do you look like and what is on the cover photo. So this is going to be your first impression. I always recommend hiring a professional photographer to get you a professional headshot. Yes, this could cost you anywhere from $50 to $200 in order to get done, but if you're a business owner, I can tell you that I use my headshot that I got professionally done probably 10 to 20 times every single week. Anytime I'm speaking at an event, anytime I'm on a podcast, anytime I'm creating any kind of digital assets, it's always nice to have a professionally done headshot, which allows you to stand out from everybody else who's taking a photo with their iPhone while they're walking on the street. And of course, the second part of that is going to be your cover photo. This is your opportunity in order to showcase yourself as an authority in your industry. You can get a photo together of you potentially speaking at an event or you speaking to your team members, but maybe you don't have either of those. So I'd recommend going to a website such as Canva and creating a custom LinkedIn banner that showcases maybe all the clients that you've served, logos of the companies that you had, your company tagline, something that lends the fact that you are an authority inside your industry. So when someone lands on the page, they see a professional headshot photo done and they see a cover photo that showcases who you are, what you do, how many clients you've served, they're ready to read the next step in your profile. So the next thing you optimize is going to be your headline. This should be exactly stating what you do in 10 words or less to whoever is viewing your profile. You don't want to try to shove it with keywords and you don't want to try to say that you're a CEO at this company because in reality, nobody really cares. What they want to know is how you can potentially help them. So that's when you want to use something that we call a transformative statement. For example, I help doctors get more clients in 90 days or less guaranteed. Or I help B2B companies get hilariously profitable in less than 12 months using these things here. So you can see how when I'm saying it in the sense that it's transformative, it is talking about the benefits of what that person can get, they're gonna want to read on. And if you're noticing a common theme here, it's that every single step in the process from someone finding you on LinkedIn to reading the rest of the profile, you're needing to get their permission. So if you have a poor profile photo, you have a poor cover photo, they're not even gonna go to step 2. If you have a good profile photo, a good cover photo, but then your headline is poor, they're not gonna move to step 3. So think of a way you can type out your headline that makes it understand that a 3rd grader could understand what you did in 10 seconds or less. And quick tip, if you can't figure out how to do it, that means that whatever you're selling is too confusing. The 3rd thing you're gonna optimize is going to be your about section. This is where you can actually start sprinkling in some keywords of search results that you wanna rank for inside your profile. To give you an example, I rank in hundreds of search results every single month for things like lead generation, business to business, recruiting, hiring, client acquisition, and all those people come to my profile and a lot of them end up booking a time to speak with us and working with us inside of our company. So my recommendation to you would be to create a very clear and concise about me section that showcased, once again, what you do in terms of how you can help them and then gives them a call to action at the end. This can be anywhere from 2 to 4 paragraphs, but the idea is that it's very, very easy to read. And at the end of it, you say something like, if you would like to learn more or work with us, click this link here to buy our stuff or book a time to speak on the calendar. I always tell my clients that their LinkedIn profile acts as essentially a sales page or a website. So this about me section is going to be the meat of your entire profile. So don't be afraid to spend a little bit of time on it and treat it like it would be your homepage of your website. The 4th thing you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile is going to be the featured section. This is something that LinkedIn rolled out a few years ago, and I absolutely love it. It's a way that you can take some of the best content that you have and put it at the top of your LinkedIn profile. Once again, we're getting people's permission every single step of the way in order for them to continue to want to consume your content, reach out to you, or follow you on LinkedIn. So if you can take some of the best content you've ever written and put it at the very top, that's going to be more likely to occur. The 2 main things I'd recommend putting in your featured section are articles and case studies. So articles are essentially just that. They are long form articles where you're explaining something that you do, or you're explaining a certain topic or how to solve a problem to the LinkedIn market. And this is a really great way for you to spend some time typing something out that would be really valuable to the end user. So this is not an article about how amazing you are, but it could be an article of how to solve a problem that they have. For example, if someone in your market types in something that's in your headline, like maybe it's a doctor and they type in doctor lead generation, then they go to your profile, they see your headshot, they see your cover photo, they read the headline that you help doctors, and then they scroll down and they see the featured section, which has an article of exactly how to maybe set up a Facebook ad campaign for doctors. Then you have built so much value and equity with this person that's just found you that they're much more likely to book a time or work with you than they would if you just had some real high level content or all you did was write about how amazing you are. The second thing I recommend putting in your featured section are case studies or testimonials. So you can put up videos with comments or descriptions below them, and this is a great opportunity for you to showcase some of the best clients you have and put them up there. So once again, we talk about the doctor that came to your page and read that article. Maybe they weren't exactly bought in yet, so then they look at the next featured section that you have, and there's a testimony or a case study from another doctor just like them who worked with you and had a lot of success. So this is going to probably push them over the edge to booking a time and working with you in the end. The fifth LinkedIn profile tip I have for you is the experience section. So what most people do here is they put, I worked at Wendy's, I worked at Publix, I worked at Whataburger, and once again, what you're doing is you're trying to tell the person that's visiting your profile, me, 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 and it's in the frame that they don't really care about. So just like we talked about for the headline and the articles, the way you should leverage your experience section is something I don't see anybody else talking about, but this is actually where you showcase even more assets that you have, more case studies, more testimonials. On my experience section, I don't even have all of the companies I used to work for. What I do is all the companies I now work with. So each experience is essentially one of the clients that we've taken from $0 to $2 million in annual recurring revenue, or from $3 to $10 million in annual recurring revenue. I show the video testimonial attached to it, and I put a little case study below it as well. So this is a way that they can actually learn something, what I did for them, and at the same time see me an authority and have undeniable proof that I can potentially help them grow their business as well. Remember, if you're using your LinkedIn profile as a business owner to generate new clients, then everything you need to put on there needs to show to the new clients why they should work with you. And your experience working at a local grocery store probably won't do that, but your experience working with someone just like them and having a detailed case study in your experiences below probably will lend to that happening more often than not. And my sixth LinkedIn profile tip for you is going to be the activity section, or essentially your posting. Now that we've constructed a really optimized LinkedIn profile that's going to convert total strangers into paying customers, what we're going to do is get as many eyeballs on that profile as possible, which is where the activity section comes in. You want to be commenting, posting, and interacting with other people's LinkedIn profiles and posting your own content as much as possible. Because what will happen is people will see you inside the LinkedIn algorithm, they'll click on your profile, and then they'll obviously go through the funnel, eventually book a call, and they'll work with you. Think of it this way. Think of your LinkedIn profile as a sales funnel. So if you knew that for every 100 people that visited your LinkedIn profile, one of them became a client, then you would want to get as many people to visit your LinkedIn profile as possible. And some of the ways that you do that is adding keywords to your actual LinkedIn profile. But the other way you do it is interacting with other people's LinkedIn profiles and commenting and posting as much as possible, so the LinkedIn algorithm pushes you out there, and then they see your content, they click on your profile, and then they see the rest and book a time to speak with you. So I call this the qualification funnel. And essentially the idea behind it is that as LinkedIn has lowered the amount of connections that you're able to send out on a daily and weekly basis, they've essentially throttled it back, then it becomes even more important that the messages that you're sending out are as effective as possible. And what this graph here shows us is